Hello, everyone. Welcome to Off the Charts, episode 13. Today we'll be discussing rock stars meet and greets. So, pretty much any rock stars I've met or got a picture taken with them there. I'll tell you pretty much if I can remember how you can actually meet them yourself, too, if ever you got the chance there. So, anyway, here we go. And I'll be posting the pictures here and there. The picture. Oh, and by the way, I did. Some of you have been in pictures with me or have a picture with the same rock star. I didn't put those out of respect. You know, some people are not very comfortable being on YouTube and all that. So I've only put pictures of myself and the rock stars I met. So FYI. All right. So first up here would be right here would be Airborne, which we met at, oh my God, what was that place? Capitol Music Hall, the old one. This was on their first album tour, and they came out right after, taking pictures, and we went nuts, took pictures, and great show, great show. If ever you want to see Airborne, one of the best live shows, bar shows, but, get your money's worth, go see Airborne. Next up would be the time I met Alice. Now this one I paid a hefty price to meet him with my friend Steph, but we came out of there pretty happy and all that. Not really much of a story per se to say for when I met Alice. It's a great picture, obviously. I'm not gonna tell you guys how much I paid to see this there, but. Anyway, that's me and Alice. I think was on the Motley Crue farewell tour, and Alice was opening for them. So in between Motley and Alice, I went to meet Alice for the first time. So very happy about that. Next up would be Autograph right here, which I met at the Brass Monkey. So for those of you in the Ottawa area, you guys got to go to the Brass Monkey. If ever you want to meet, and you'll see there's going to be a lot of rock stars I met at the Brass Monkey afterwards, for free actually. They usually stick around and take pictures with fans and sign stuff and all that. You know what, I'm not sure if it's still going to be happening with pandemic and all that there, but you never know. So Autograph right here. I remember going to the restaurant before, and they were at the restaurant there, and like, oh my God, that's Autograph. But you know what, no, I didn't bother them. I'll bother these guys after the show. So that's what I did. Anyway, got to meet them. Very good show too. Very good band. Next up right here, Black and Blue, which is again at the Brass Monkey. So you'll start to see a theme here. But I like to take my pictures with the rock stars that I met here. So yeah, Black and Blue, which is not very super popular here, but I remember meeting the singer, and I'm like, they're known for their first 4 albums, but their 5th one was only Hell Yeah. And I'm like, I thanked the singer. I'm like, thank you for playing a song off that Hell Yeah album. And he goes, I knew there's always one of you guys there that's got all the albums in the crowd. So yeah, that was me. So yeah, Black and Blue right there. Next up here, Danko Jones. You must have heard me talk about Danko Jones many times on this channel. Again, you guessed it, at the Brass Monkey. I had I had just bought his book, and he had just walked in front of me, and I just showed him that I bought the book, and he goes, "You want me to sign that?" I'm like, "Sure." So I'm like, "Oh, he's signing it and all that." And at the same time, can I get a picture? Yeah, sure, no problem. So again, super nice guy, super. His on-stage persona is not exactly the same there, but he's hilarious on stage. So anyway, that's Danko Jones. Next up here, Dio. Me and Ronnie James Dio. That was like, and this was back when this again for free. I met him. This was at Le Medley. I had the internet. I guess was just starting, or not. Maybe 5 years into the internet starting there. And you know what? For the hell of it, I just emailed their fan club because I was going to the show alone there. I was. And I emailed their fan club, says, how do I do meet and greets? They just said, go to the will call when you get to the bar, and you'll have 2 tickets for you there. I'm like, wow. So I met this girl over there, and she got her picture taken too, and we became friends too and all that there. But Actually, the picture of Dio, I remember, I don't know if you remember me talking that I was on one of Dio's DVD. Well, that's the picture right there. I really love that picture. So I'm very proud to have done that one. Next up right here would be me and Eric Singer, current drummer of Kiss, but at the time I took that picture when I went to see Alice Cooper at, oh my God, what is that called? The Docks in Toronto. I'm not even sure if that place is still open. But anyway, I met Eric Singer there after the show. You can see me hanging around the gates or where the buses are and all that. And speaking of Kiss, my pride and joy right here, these two. When I met Gene and Paul, me, my friend Yan, my friend Jason, and my friend Steph went to Montreal for a Kiss convention. And like we were getting in line. Like we got in line for Paul Stanley and all that. It was Paul and Bruce. So we got that. Then we went in line. And like I said, everybody who knows me knows Gene Simmons was my idol. I wouldn't say is, but was my idol big time. That's the reason I play the bass. And we're in line. And then the guy, it was nearing the end of the evening. And we're like, okay, next up, no more, not allowed to take any pictures. And I'm like, what? Because it was getting so late. So I'm like, no, I can't miss this chance here. I need to get my picture with Gene Simmons. So we rearranged that. We're going to do it really quick. So while I'm getting my autograph, I'm going to turn around really quick, get my picture taken, then we'll switch cameras, and we got our pictures taken. Only to find out that after us four had gone through, we looked at the back, and the lineup was gone. They had just cut the lineup right in back of us. So like super happy. And I remember my friend Yan had dropped, I think he had rented a truck or a Jeep or something like that to go to that place. And I remember him dropping me off, and he just looks at me and goes, Dan, we did it. I'm like, yeah, we sure did. So that was a good evening there. Next up right here, again, these two, Harem Scarum, you guessed it, at the Brass Monkey. Sorry, I'm going to take a little sip of Grand Marnier again. Cheers. And the bell sound. So yeah, Harem Scarum, once again, at the Brass Monkey. I've seen them like 3-4 times. This was the only time like back then you had to bring your, I guess, disposable camera. You couldn't really come out with a camera in those days there. So I finally got my chance to get Harem Scarum picture taken there with my cell phone there. So it's pretty easy these days with if you have your cell phone. So next up, again, you guessed it, at the Brass Monkey, Helix. I got to meet the singer and the drummer, or took a picture with them there. Pretty much met all of them there. Helix, great guy to talk. Like, that guy is really nice to his fans, and he enjoys talking, and he remembers everything. So, thank you for that. Next up, this one took me a while there but Kim Mitchell, my favorite Canadian artist. And I'm sure you've seen that if you've seen another of my episodes. It was a show at the Shankman in Orleans, that's suburbs of Ottawa. And for an extra $10, you can get a meet and greet. And the meet and greet was actually super, like it was they were giving you, for $10, they were giving you beer, hors d'oeuvres, but really fancy hors d'oeuvres. I was like, oh my God, this is actually very impressive there. So, Kim Mitchell, happy to get that picture, and hope to see this guy again there soon. Next up right here would be King's X. Saw these guys in Ottawa at Barrymore's. There was hardly anybody at the show. Like, I felt so bad. But at the end of the show, man, they were so nice, and taking pictures with everybody and anybody and all that there. So I took one with myself in the band, and I think my friend Pascal's got one too with him in the band. So King's X, that was at Barrymore's. Next up right here, Lee Aaron, Canada's own Lee Aaron. Again, at the Brass Monkey. Again, stick around, guys, after those shows. Like I said, they bring at the bar lots of nostalgia acts there, and if you want a chance to meet them, chances are very high. Again, I'm not sure what the rules are, or after this pandemic's over, whatever, if we're still going to be able to do that. But anyway, Lee Aaron, super nice. I even congratulated her on her new album too, and super nice woman too to meet. Next up right here was Melissa off de Moor. I went with my cousin Mel and my sister Nat. And after the show, I'm like, I really, really love Melissa off de Moor. I'm like, too bad she only has like 2 albums worth there. But I really wanted a picture, and she was nice enough to take the picture with us there. So very happy about that. That was at Mavericks in Ottawa. Next up here would be Eric Martin from Mr. Big. This one, oh my God, me and my friend Steph, we went all the way to Indiana, South Bend, Indiana, I think. Wherever the, what the hell is that football team called there? Notre Dame something Irish? I don't know, Fighting Irish? I don't know what the hell they're called. Apparently we were going, my friend Steph is a big football fan. Notre Dame something, I forget what the name, just to show you I don't really care about college or NFL there. The cab driver took us on a wrong turn somewhere, and we ended up at the stadium where the Notre Dame play and all that. My friend Steph, oh my God, Dan, I'm so happy we took that wrong turn. I'm like, I almost had tears in my eyes. I was like, oh, yeah, okay, let's go to the show now. Sorry, Steph. But anyway, I've told you that before. But anyway, the cab ride there was pretty interesting there. Anyway, that's another story for another day there. But yeah, Eric Martin from Mr. Big at that show. Next up would be current Alice Cooper guitarist Anita Strauss. Now, again, Anita Strauss, gorgeous woman, but man, can she play! And I went to see her at Fleet Music. It was like a guitar clinic. She talked about how, she got the job with Alice and what other stuff that she did and tips on how to do that. But what impressed me the most, and this was a big playoff year for the Ottawa Senators. So she's like, before the show, she's like, listen, I know you guys have a really big hockey game. And she's a big sports fan too. She likes her NFL. I don't there, but anyway. I didn't even watch the Super Bowl last night. Go figure. Anyway. But yeah, she goes, I hear you guys, your team's in the playoffs. So how about we do this guitar clinic? After this clinic, we'll take pictures and all that. Then we'll go to the bar across the street and watch the game, and we can just chill out and drink beers. I'm like, oh my God, that's like super, super cool right there. So that was a fun meet and greet with meeting Anita Strauss there. Next up, this one's a funny story, which is me meeting Ozzy. Now, my friend Steph, we had bought tickets, I think, to see Black Sabbath, the 13 or the End tour. I forget which one. Well, the End tour. I think their album was 13. And he had backstage passes. But the backstage passes were just for the picture. But anything else, it was not part. So I asked, can we get a we didn't have, that's right. We didn't have the backstage pass. We just had the passes to go get a picture taken with Ozzy. So I asked the girl, can we get some, just so we can get a backstage pass, just to say what we got some. And she didn't want to give me one. So anyway, my friend Steph went with his, quite a charmer, that Steph. He asks another girl, can we just get backstage passes just for we don't care about the shirts or the gift bags or whatever. We just wanted backstage pass. She gives us 2 backstage passes. Well, holy fuck. We went to town with those backstage passes. We drank so much. We went backstage with all the people. And they were serving beer after beer after beer, wine after wine, food. I forget what the food was because we were so drunk on wine and beer. Anyway, we got our money's worth, even though we didn't spend that much on that backstage pass. But yeah, that was a proud moment there to have met Ozzy like that. So that's the story for that. Right here, I bought some VIP. Anyway, it's nowhere near the price I paid for meeting Alice Cooper, but I got to meet the whole band Saxon. And this was at the Ottawa Civic Center Arena, which they were opening for Judas Priest on the Firepower tour. This was Saxon on the Thunderbolt tour. So anyway, we got to meet them, got to sign, take that picture. And I remember we were where their green room was, where the Ottawa 67s play. And there was this big saw, like a saw to cut some hockey sticks. Well, the singer decides, hey, what's this? And he starts filling with it. Zzz, the whole thing starts, zzz, the thing starts flipping, and like everybody goes, whoa. I'm like, holy shit, that was almost a show canceling moment right there. And of course, after that, Paul Quinn decides to go investigate that saw just in case that. But anyway, I guess Biff almost cut his fingers off, but not really. But we had a good laugh there. And last one here will be me and Kip Winger. I've mentioned before that I've had an awesome show, which was me, my friend Steph, and my sister went to see Faster Pussycat, Winger, Cinderella, and Poison. So I guess we saw Faster Pussycat and Winger obviously there. I don't know if it was during Cinderella or during Poison or what, but my sister's like, she just sees a guy walking in the aisles. I'm like, damn, that was Kip Winger. Me and my sister jet off, get our picture taken with Kip Winger. Then we come back and we tell my friend Steph, like, where the hell were you guys? He goes, well, that was Kip Winger. He's like, what? Let's go back again and take a picture with him. So anyway, that was a fun little story of how I got to meet Kip Winger, which was one of my top bands there. So anyway, this is, like I said, and there's some that I got pictures with my sister and members of Cinderella, my sister with pictures of members of Slaughter and all that. We've met them at other bars. But like I said, I'm only putting pictures of myself and the Rockstars out of respect. If some people don't want to be on YouTube, that's fine. Anyway, this show is all about me, right? So anyway, that's today's episode. That's all the rock stars I've met so far. Hopefully soon, like I said, if you guys want to live in the Ottawa area and you know where the Brass Monkey is when this pandemic's over, trust me, you got a really good chance of meeting your hero rock stars after the show, and it's usually always for free. So stick around. You never know who you're going to get your picture taken with or who you're going to meet. So anyway, that's it for me. Next episode will be dedicated to rock documentaries, like documentaries you see on TV or at the movies or whatnot there, because I've seen an amazing one there a couple days ago. So anyway, I'll talk about that later on. So anyway, thank you for watching. See you guys next episode. Cheers. Please tell your friends. Still looking for some more subscribers, and we'll see you next episode. Cheers.